that are committed. What I love about them is their passion, their energy, their desire, and one thing Dr. Kimbrough said is about, also we got to be forward thinking, right? Where's innovation, right? And so these sisters are the co-founders of Icymi FX, crypto, blockchain, right? I mean, the whole nine, right? Bitcoin, right? And teaching Forex trading, right? And so it's amazing. And I love it because when you mentioned your purpose, when you tap into your purpose, life takes on new meaning. Yes. So let's bring up Megan and Reagan Lynch. This dynamic duo is amazing. How you doing, ladies? It's so good to see you both. Look at y'all. Y'all look like twins. I'm just saying.
Y'all look like twins.
How are you?
Good. So listen, we're grateful to have you. We want you to just share, what are you feeling about tonight? What about Tony Jackson, iPad Your Money? I know, Icymi FX, had Tony, the real money coach, come on and do, financial literacy, legacy wealth. So I'd love for y'all to share. We're so happy to have you.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm excited to be on. I feel like I haven't been able to really connect with you in a while, and I know you guys are doing great things, and Reagan and I have been moving and shaking. So thank you so much to the both of you, the three of you, for having us on. And I'm just so super proud of Tony, because when you guys zoomed in to our and worked with our group, it really truly changed a lot of people's lives, because this book, I know it's been a long time coming, and connecting with Tony and just hearing that his book is out, I'm more than excited for him. So thank you so much for having us on.
Wow. And thank you, Megan. That was amazing. I mean, I can feel your energy. Reagan, what are you feeling? I mean, we've had some phenomenal speakers, but again, you two ladies, the power of focus and vision. And that's what Tony did with iPad Your Money. I mean, he basically said, increase, protect, and dominate your money. And so it's not about just making money. How important is it to have your money make money?
You're muted, right? She's muted.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Tony, by the way. Happy birthday. We're excited for him.
Right.
It should be at the bottom. Let me help her. My roommate. Well, look, while she's waiting, I'll kind of jump in. I'll just help her out a little bit. But the exciting part is that Reagan and I got a chance to connect with the both of you. And when you were talking about just really, truly generational wealth, that's what really made Reagan and I really excited. So when we knew that Tony was coming out with this book, and the first time actually I got a chance to watch the PowerPoint, I was taking notes like crazy. I'm like, this is phenomenal. It's what I feel like every young person, seasoned person needs to know. So it's an amazing thing, because increasing your money is one thing, but protecting it is another. And then being able to really truly accelerate and take it to the next level, and you get all of that in one place in his book. So really truly, I talked to Tony about rolling that out inside of our program, because it's something that every person needs to read.
Wow, thank you. And Reagan, are you on with us?
Can you hear me?
We can. Come on, sister. How you doing?
I have several microphones, so I had to switch my microphone.
Awesome.
So thank you. I've just been watching the show, and I've been smiling, calling Megan, just excited about the energy and everybody that you all have had on. And you know that we love you both just for coming into our lives, not just as mentors and to give us that financial information that we were lacking, but as friends. I feel like we've gained a friendship. So I'm just super proud of Tony. Happy birthday and congratulations on your book.
Awesome. Well, we're very grateful to have you both here, and it's just wonderful, just to bring, so much energy and joy. So I'm going to have Tony, if Tony can join us, Dee, that would be great, and maybe you could take Michelle and I off and let Tony connect with these ladies, because I think it's important that, he and they really connect. So that's what I want to suggest, because I think, it's amazing. You can feel the the sincerity of these two ladies. And I'd love for Tony to just have a chance to chit chat.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you both for being here. It's double vision, right? Double vision is your brand. And I just have so much respect for what you guys, the founders of Extreme FX Global Academy, you along with Jacob and Adrian and the two of you, and what you're doing there. And we've heard a lot about your story and why you're doing what you do. And that's the same reason I wrote the book, is because we want to make a difference in people's lives. And I always talk about what we do is one spoke of the wheel, and we need every spoke. Everybody here that spoke tonight has a spoke. And, and I pick people that I have a relationship with that are power players, really, and influencers, and the fact that you care about people. And so tell us just a little bit about Double Vision, and thank you for sharing. You said something about the presentation. A lot of people don't know that the iPad Your Money started as a presentation. It started as a 5-minute quick presentation, and then it evolved into a PowerPoint presentation, and now has evolved into a book, because you can't tell it all in 10 minutes or 30 minutes. And so the book is something that people can pick up and read and be blessed. And so tell us a little bit about Double Vision, and then we got to move on quickly, because as you know, when you're having fun, it's going well. But tell us a little bit about Double Vision.
Well, I'll let Reagan kind of jump in and just kind of explain where we are in our path. So Reagan, I'll go ahead and let you do that.
All right, great. So Double Vision really, Tony, it was birthed a long time ago. I would say 40 plus years ago. But it was really birthed out of just really like-minded individuals and us supporting other people. We always say we want to go where God's already working. So with Double Vision, we want to highlight other entrepreneurs, similar to what you're doing right now. It's just highlighting other entrepreneurs and talking about the great things that they're doing, so other people can connect with them. And that's really what Double Vision is about. It's just like minds coming together. Two are better than one. And just really serving. I heard you say that, and that's so powerful, because we use that. It's just really serving our community, our families, and just building great relationships.
That's it's all about relationships, right? It really boils down to relationships. So I have so much respect for what you guys are doing, what your team is doing, the vision you have. You've had some wonderful conferences, and the extreme family. When I come to one of your events, everyone in the group just makes me feel like, man, so good, and that they appreciate what you guys are doing and what we've done in terms of bringing financial literacy. So I really just thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule to stop by and,
Tony, can I jump in and just say this, though, with your book? And it really, truly changed my life, just getting on the PowerPoint and watching the PowerPoint. And I remember you just letting me be okay with not knowing. And I said, a lot of times people, they don't want to say anything about wealth because they've never been taught. So when they get in a room of people who do know things, a lot of times it's that shame. And I got on a call with you and Marlon. You took me through the PowerPoint. So I'm thrilled that you have the book out, and we're going to really, truly put that into our organization, because it's something that everybody needs to read. But you really made it okay for people to say, I just don't know. I don't know this information. And the only way that you can really elevate yourself and get that generating, the generational wealth that everybody's talking about, is you're going to have to read some books. You're going to have to get the knowledge out, be able to share. So you can't really share what you don't know. So thank you for just happy birthday, and thank you for allowing people into your space, for you sharing your knowledge with the world. We're just beyond excited for you and where you're getting ready to go in the future with this book.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the endorsement of the book and all. And great things are ahead of us. You know, great things are ahead for your organization. Great things are ahead for our team. And you know, it's like when we can link together, we can change lives, right? And so, thank you for that. I appreciate both of you. Go Queen City now, right? Right.
Yes.
So you're right here. So
I'm right here with you.
All right, awesome. Well, let's do
So
this.
where are you going to be next, though? So we know. Are you kind of jet setting around on your book tour? I know this is just the beginning for you, so we would love to.
Actually, you know, the thing that really blessed me was AJ, who I worked with publishing the book. He said this: your book launch should last as long as it took you to write the book. And so you're right. Tonight is just the first step. And we really are planning on taking a tour. And of course, you know, we had the whole COVID thing and people weren't meeting and gathering as much. But as that begins to release, we do want to go on, you know, at least 6 cities, having book signing, having the presentation, and even developing it into a half-day workshop where we really can dig in for those who want to dig in deeply. And
well, our team's on here, and they're like, "Where can we get a copy of the book?" So, you know, we have thousands of people in our organization who truly love you and Marlon and everything that you've poured into our community. So, I'm definitely going to be promoting this book heavily, so we can make our money, but we want to keep our money too. So, I know everybody on our team is just waiting patiently, impatiently to be able to plug in and read this book that's been long coming. So we thank you so much for having us on. I know you guys are on a tight schedule, but we could not get on and say thank you.
Absolutely. And we wouldn't have done it without your support, because you've just been such a big supporter of the Real Money Coach and the things that we do. And, you know, I do want to remind, I thank Dee for putting that up there, that you can go to ipadyourmoney.com. You can order the book. If you use a discount code iPad, all caps, 2022, there's a 25% discount on our website. When you do that, it is available. We'll be shipping out tomorrow. So, so we thank you guys again for being here, and we can't wait to continue to work with Extreme, FX, Global Academy, or whatever platform you guys are doing. I know you got some wonderful, exciting things happening. We're talking about, you know, Najee Roberts and our mutual connection there and those type of things. So, man, it's time. It's time.
Thank you.
So we want to say thank you so much
again.
for having us. Absolutely, congratulations.
Well, hang around, because we are about to be blessed by someone that I have a remarkable respect for. And so we're going to introduce him in just a second. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Double Vision. And
You're
so
welcome.
awesome.
Thank you.
So Marlon and Michelle, let me tell you something. Michelle, I know you're going to introduce our next guy. I'm going to stay on the screen the whole time, because I've been waiting for this. This is the climax. But let me just say, everyone who has spoken tonight has been someone that is important, who's played an important role in what we do. Dr. George Fraser is a mentor. I talk to George 2 or 3 times a week usually. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, this brother takes my calls, right? You know, and you got Alistair Edwards, mad respect for what he does. I got Jerome J.D. Davis, right? Awesome. Jerome J.D. Davis. And so, you know, everyone who's been a part of this, Pastor Casey Kimbrough, obviously the 2 of you, I want to thank the 2 of you right now for being a part of this, for Deontay, who's in the background doing his thing. And of course, my wife of nearly 30 years. Listen, we have date night every Friday night. I work with the 2 of you closer than anybody. And y'all know don't call me after 6 o'clock on Friday because I'm on my date night, right?
That's true.
That's what it's all about.
That is
So,
true.
Michelle, I don't know if you want to say anything about Dr. Boyce as he comes, but let's bring him on.
Let's bring on Dr. Boyce Watkins. There you go. An influencer. That's all I can say in the financial.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Good.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
doing
hey,
great.
hey, Tony, it looks like you and I got a similar microphone, man. You know, I love the setup, man. I said, you know what? I'm gonna try. I normally have my mic to the side, but because you've influenced me, I said, let me see what it looks like if I put it right here.
I normally have mine on the side too, but tonight's special. So we got a little setup here. My grandson kind of hooked this up for me. He was working out here last night. I need books. And man, he ran in there, grabbed books. I didn't even know he knew where the box of books was. He knows where everything in the house is. So,
Oh wow,
so
that's really cool. How old is your grandson?
He's 6 years old.
Wow, look at that. You get them started early. That's what you got to do. You know,
Absolutely.
we you know, our community will win in the game of economics, in the game of powernomics, because we will exert that power by preparing our children before everybody else prepares their children. You know, that's a cultural thing. It ain't about, you know, how many people, you know, go to Harvard and get business degrees. It's culture. You know, it's family.
Right.
And what I love about your perspective, and I've listened, you know, for quite a while now, is that there's in this group there's a big appreciation for family, community, all the things that lead to wealth. You know, and so first of all, you know, congratulations on your book. I was checking it out. I love it. I love the way you have really gone above and beyond to put the book out there. You know, you've exercised your marketing strategy like a pro. And I'm super impressed, brother. I just want you to know that.
Well, man, coming from you, that means quite a bit. And you know, even your Instagram post today, the reel that you put out there, I appreciate that. And you know, just that common thread. I mean, it really is a small world. You know, you got Dr. Frazier, who connects a lot of people together, and I think he's the one who actually. Of course, I knew who you were and was following you and that type of thing, but I think he actually is the one that actually connected us together about a year ago, and you did some programs for us. So let me ask you this, Dr. B, why is it so important? I mean, we've been talking about it all night, but you know, the education and reading, and you know, and one of the things that we're working on is this is going to be available on Audible soon, because we know some people won't sit down and read a book, but they'll listen to one. Why is that knowledge so important? I mean, you've I don't know how many books you've written. You've written a lot of books,
Yeah.
And so tell me why is that so important?
Well, knowledge isn't just power. Knowledge is everything. Knowledge is how wars are won. If you put a knowledgeable group of people up against an ignorant group of people, there's no way the ignorant group of people can ever win that battle. And, you know, and I've studied war a lot. I watched war documentaries for hours and hours. I don't know why it was so interesting, but it teaches me a lot about human beings and how people can win. And when you make those jokes that people, I'm sure everybody's heard those jokes that if you want to keep something from a black person, you put it in a book. Well, that's not funny. That's not funny.
Yeah, not funny.
And it's not true. It ain't true, because a lot of our people do read. Some of our people don't. But also there are many other ways you can consume the information. The key idea is that you get it. And I can tell you that if anybody was curious about the things that have worked for me to this point, one of the big things I've done for a long time is just constantly consume information, learning from everybody, everything you possibly can, because that gives you a greater degree of vision and foresight. The more you know about the present and the past, the more you can predict the future. You know, and so ultimately, this spreading of knowledge that we've seen, you know, in the last few years with the internet's become the ultimate floodgate of knowledge all around the world. It's really transformed a lot of communities. And so what I think our community needs to focus on is saying, okay, how do we just make sure our people are getting the knowledge first, especially our children? And again, that goes back to the culture thing that we talked about earlier.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's the one thing I made a post today because April of last year I'm always reading to become and stay very good at my craft, right? And so I ordered these books, and so the books I already had. I just ordered another copy, right? I ordered a fresh copy, and at that moment, you know, it was because I wanted to get the knowledge, right? I wanted to always be feeding myself so that I can be better and better for the people I serve, really. And that's when really this whole thing took off to say, okay, write a book. And then with the process that AJ has, you know, here we are less than 10 months later, and this thing is sitting on the table. And so it's been such a rewarding process. And, you know, I would really like for you to share just real quickly a little bit about the Black Business School and what you guys do there and how we can become involved. And you've said some really, even when we had you on the program before, you just said you dropped some real knowledge on us about, you know, even, you know, having a PhD in finance. And there's not a whole lot of brothers, if there is another brother walking around here with a PhD in finance.
Yeah, well, you know, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. And it's first thing I'll say is the vision for the Black Business School really came from the fact that I was sitting at Syracuse University and I'm teaching all these rich kids, about 30 at a time, and they were paying about $70,000 a year to be in that class. And so the Black people I ran across either were extremely wealthy, or many of them were going to die in debt because they borrowed $250,000 to go to school there for 4 years. And I remember thinking, there has to be a better way. There has to be a better way to connect with more people at a much lower cost. So along comes the internet and technology and social media. So we just sort of jumped into that head first, you know, took all my little pennies, everything I had, put it into the business. And we've been able to reach a lot of people. And so, you know, that's where the Black Business School came from. If anybody wants to know more about it, you can just go to boycewatkins.com. There's links right there. You can feel free to check that out. Now, with that said, when you're talking about, you mentioned the PhD, and that was the hardest thing I ever did. You know, I didn't realize I was the only African American literally on the planet to get that degree in the year I got it in 2002, until I was walking across the stage at graduation. And when I realized it, I actually started to cry. And the reason I cried wasn't just because I was happy that the pain was over, but also I said, okay, now this is why it was so hard. Now I understand why it was so difficult, because the whole time I just stumbled through feeling like I was a failure the whole time. And so what the PhD allowed me to see is, number one, the first step toward understanding something is knowing how little you actually know. And you'd be astonished by how little a lot of finance professors actually know about making money in the real world, about Black economics, and about the struggles that Black people are trying to deal with. So I had to relearn some of these things. And then also, it was fascinating that once you go through all the complicated stuff, all the formulas and theories and mathematical equations, a lot of wealth building and investing comes down to very basic principles. You know, so for example, we tell our kids, we have a wealth building program for children called Black Millionaires of Tomorrow. And we tell our kids to keep your poise. Poise is spelled POISE, and it stands for producer, owner, investor, saver, entrepreneur. If you become at least 2 or 3 of those 5 things, then you're probably going to be wealthy, because that's what wealthy people do. And so there are other little principles like that you find. And so here's where our opportunity is as a people to really not just catch up. You know, I'm not trying to go after equality. I think Black people are special. I think that we are extraordinary. You know, we have something in our DNA that nobody else has. I want us to win. So in order for us to really win, the big opportunity is for us to say, how do we just make sure our kids get these basic value systems early installed in them? You ain't got to teach all the details. You just set their priority systems in a certain way. And then what's going to happen is that when they become adults, they're going to do better than the children from other communities. They're not going to be preaching this whole like, woe is me, it's so sad to be Black. They're going to say, no, it's great being Black. It's wonderful being Black, because being Black is what made me great. Blackness will be greatness, and that's what it already is in certain segments of the community. I believe this can be a global phenomenon. And also just make this point real clear. Not only is the African American coming back, but Africa will emerge in the next century. You will see Africa rise to a level that it's never been. And people like George Fraser understand that. That's why he's doing delegation trips over to Africa. He's helping pave those pathways. And our children are going to be the ones who are going to use those roads to establish global commerce that's really going to get our people where we belong.
Wow, that's awesome. But this is what I gotta do. I gotta go back and get poised, okay? Because I know I'm not the only one that like, wait a minute. Producer, owner, what was the rest of it?
Investor, saver, and entrepreneur. So so where that comes from is the producer almost always has more power than the consumer. There's a reason why they train our people to be the consumers, because we're helping the producers make money. The owner has more power than the renter. The renter basically buys a house for his landlord, so that your wealth is being drained and going into somebody else's pocket. The investor is typically going to be better off than the person who is seeking to be the borrower. So if I'm investing capital, that's different from me borrowing capital. So they train you to go in debt. Starting with student loans. Student loans are a great wealth crippler for our community. So then you keep going. The saver is going to be better off than the spender, and the entrepreneur is typically going to have more economic opportunities than the perpetual employee. There's nothing wrong with being an employee, but everybody should try to own something. Ownership has to be a core value in our community. Ownership must be more important than income, not as important, more important. So income does matter. Cash flow matters. If you seek out jobs, go get the best job out there. But at the end of the day, ownership must be literally the mantra of an entire generation or two or three. That must just be the thing that we buy into and commit ourselves to. And that's one of the things that's going to help propel us into the greatness that we deserve.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, man, let me just say, I am blessed. I'm so thankful that you took the time out to come by and share this moment with me. This very special day, my birthday, and all that. And
it's your birthday. What?
You did? Yeah, it's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Man, if you were here, I'd share a little cheesecake with you, man. My wife got a little cheesecake for me.
Oh,
in there.
Man, okay. Right? Well, when I see y'all, we can catch up. We get a rain check on that. But then again, I went to the doctor today and they told me I gained a bunch of weight, so maybe I shouldn't be talking. You get to our age, man, you just talk about cheesecake, you gain weight.
Yeah. Hey, listen, but you got me a new set of dumbbells too for my birthday, so I'm gonna work it out, man.
There you go. And that's what a good woman does. A good woman will keep you alive. And I love my wife so much because she protects me from myself.
Man.
She helped me work through health issues and all that. And I was listening to the brother earlier talking about what he went through, and I just shout out to the Black woman, because that's just it saved my life, and I saw your wife helping you with the business and everything, and I just love that. My wife and I do business together, so I have tremendous respect for that.
Congratulations too, man. I've been loving some of the stuff that you've been posting. Alicia, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I've been loving some of the stuff that you're posting. We're going to get you on one of these Black couples getaways, though. We're going to get you on one of them trips, man.
Okay.
And
okay.
That'll be wonderful. That'll be wonderful for you to join us and just be able to let your hair down, man. Just kind of relax and be who you want to be. And yeah. Love it. Well, again, thank you for stopping by. Man, we're going to get ready to shut it down, but boy, you just the nuggets that you share, and I can't wait to just continue following you and seeing the things that you do. So I'm watching and I'm emulating and I'm copying even this poise. I mean, in a couple years, it's going to be like, I came up with this thing. I don't know where I heard it from, but
Brother, take it, use it. It is yours, man.
right.
It's we teammates, man. So I'm happy to pass the ball around, man, because I think that I'll say this last point, then I'm done. But I really feel that the Black community will also rise in conjunction with the rise of the Black man. And we know how important our women are, but I think good women understand how important our men are. And I know your wife is very proud of you. Your children, I'm sure, are proud of you. And I know I'm proud, brother. And I'm proud to call you a teammate, man. So let's go out here and kick some butt. That's what we're supposed to do as men.
That's right. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. I like that. Nice graphic. I like that.
All right. Man,
all right, brother. Take care. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, let's bring Elisa back on so we can do this last two drawings real quick on the wheel. We are going to the 7 folks, the 14 folks that had their book signed tonight. Now you get a chance to win this stockpile gift card. Stockpile gift card. Again, as I was mentioning it, it's to change our mindset from being a consumer. I used to give Amazon gift cards out all the time. Now I'm giving stockpile. So you can actually, if you've never bought a piece of crypto, if you've never bought a stock, here's your opportunity to buy just $100. Just open it up, a gift from me just to start investing with $100. And my prayer is that it's a seed in your life that you will then grow and continue to invest. And so I'm not giving gift cards anymore. I'm giving stockpile gift cards where you can buy an investment. All right. So with all that being said, I'm ready. Let's share your screen and let's find out we don't see your screen.
You can't see my screen? Okay, hold on just a second. Hold on just a minute.
There we go.
All right, that's the first person.
Margie Lee. $100 stockpile. You can buy yourself some stock. So that was from our drawing. Now, what about people who shared? What about people who shared?
We have tonight 2 people that shared.
Well, I think we had a lot more.
Do we have more?
Yeah, we had a lot more. So let's do this. Let's yeah, we had a lot of people.
We couldn't see them in the chat box, so I don't know.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go back to our original wheel. Do we still have the first wheel?
Yeah, we do.
That was the very first one.
Can you see it?
I can see it. Let's pull one off of this wheel because I know there was a lot more than just those 2. So let's pull one off of this wheel.
All right.
Glenda Battle from LA. I think she's from California. All right. So there's our 2 gifts we're going to give away tonight. Again, folks, I just want to first of all thank God for this moment, this night. It has been absolutely awesome. Thank you to my wife, my children, Lisa, my sweetheart. Oh, I love you.
I love you too, honey.
Tia, Adrian, Christopher, TJ, and the grandkids, Cameron. And we also have Khalees, and we also have Riley, and we got a new one coming. I'm gonna love him, squeeze him. I'm gonna be granddaddy all over again. So
did you get Shakia?
Huh?
Did you get Shakia?
Yeah, I got your
You
kid.
said Shakia?
I
I
got
didn't hear.
your kid.
Okay, I'm not here. I'm
Yeah, I
making
got
sure
your
you're not
kid.
missing
And
anybody.
so, and to my mother-in-law, my mother-in-law, Darlene, to all of you who've been following us. Oh, one quick announcement. On my iHeartRadio show, y'all know I do an iHeartRadio show every Friday at 5 p.m. Every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. This week, I'm going to feature an interview that Marlon and I had with. Can you show that flyer, D? Can you show that? Drum roll, please. There he is, Mr. Les Brown. So we will be sharing an interview that we had with Mr. Les Brown. That will be on the iHeartRadio show. He was at our Wealth Summit last spring. And man, as I was re-listening to that interview, I just had to do it. It's going to be 2 weeks worth, y'all. I couldn't do it in one show. So it's going to be 2 weeks. We're going to be replaying that interview. And so make sure you join us on WDRB Media. So you go to iHeartRadio, search for WDRB Media at 5 p.m. on Fridays for the Real Money Coach Show. We're going to be sharing that. We share that each week. Each week we meet at Tuesday at 8 p.m. here on these same channels that you're watching this book launch. And again, I just want to thank everybody who's here, everybody who's pre-ordered the book. Look, we got them. We're waiting for a shipment, and we're going to get those books out to you. And look, number one in life insurance, we haven't even tried to do that in new releases. But won't God do it? Won't he do it? Even
yes, he will.
And the lesson is what's for you is for you. You know, we were planning on trying to do that later. We just wanted to get it out, but God has been so gracious to bless us. And in retirement, we were number 14 last night in retirement books, new releases on Amazon. So I'm done. Well, let's bring Michelle and Marlon on with us, so the four of us could be on. All right. So here we are. These are my co-hosts on everything I do. Michelle co-host, and Marlon did it for a year with me, and we continue to do great work together. The three of us, and so I'm super proud. Thank you all. I've been reading the comments these guys. I've been reading all these wonderful comments that you guys have been saying, and so I appreciate it. But a special thank you to both Marlon and Michelle. Thank you so much for hosting and emceeing tonight. I had a great time. Didn't nobody else have a great time? I had a great time. So with that, any final words from anybody, then we can close. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate that. Couldn't think of a better way to spend my birthday than with about 100 of my closest friends from all over the United States, right? Hey, listen, we couldn't have got all in one room, but we can get on a Zoom, we can get on a stream. And so thank God for technology. So with that said, Marlon.
Wow, what amazing. And I know the Eminem MCs, Michelle and Marlon, you know, we had a great time. And wow,
I like that.
for allowing us to come and join in on this very, very special evening. And, you know, and I do not recall who said it, but, you know, Cam sitting on your lap, you know, what a treasured memory, right? I mean, that's something he'll be able to show his children and grandchildren, right? I mean, you know, this is amazing. And so, you know, just so grateful. You know, I think Elisa should close us out after Michelle says a few words. And, you know, man, God bless everyone.
Yeah. I just want to say, my friend, I'm very proud of you. We came from humble beginnings on the campus of Western Michigan University, and we have come a long way. And even though we got our accounting degrees together, we kind of like went our ways, but now we're back with the same purpose. We just have different focuses. But financial literacy is really what's going to help make the next generation better in the African American community for sure, but also at large. Because this information has no respect of color. Like, people need to get this information, period. So I am just so proud of you. and what you have accomplished and what you're going to do in the future. So
I appreciate that, my wife's bestie.
My bestie.
yes.
All right.
I am so proud of you, Tony. You know how proud I am of you, and I knew that this book was in you, and there's more. I know that, and you know your heart and the way that you want to help people and you want to teach people, and your gift for simplicity is amazing. And I've always said you should write a book. You should write a book, and now you've written a book. And I am so proud of you, and it's a great day, and even better, it's your birthday. It's your birthday, and so we have celebrated, and thank everybody for joining us tonight for such a special occasion. We are touched and richly blessed that you are here. For all of our guests, thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to be here. We don't take that lightly. And we just are so glad that you were here. Everybody, it is late. Mm-hmm. So have a wonderful evening. I guess it's time to go to bed, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna have me some cheesecake first. I'm gonna have me some cheesecake first. I gotta have me some cheesecake before I go to bed.
Are we ending with oh yeah, some cheesecake, right? Yeah. And so you know when you're our age and you eat cheesecake this late at night, what's gonna happen? How you gonna feel?
All right, Dante, let's bring up the music from Isaac Norris, my good friend and recording artist. Y'all gotta find him on Apple Music, wherever you stream your music. Get some of Isaac's music. He's awesome. He's awesome.
He is awesome.
He's played with Commission. I mean, just a wonderful and a great businessman as well. So with that, we're going to end with the music. God bless you. Thank you all. Here we go.